welcome. There are 4 people on. We are super glad to have you guys. We are excited to host this webinar with you guys today. While people are starting to file in, I would love for a little icebreaker question. So I'm going to put a question in the chat for you guys. I would also love to know where you guys are located. Looks like there's one person on. But to that person, here's a little icebreaker question for the people as we wait for people to come in. Marcelo, Hymundo, do you guys have, what movie do you wish you could watch again for the first time? Have you watched a cool movie this year? I know Barbie and Oppenheimer just came on the big screen. So have you guys watched that show, or have you watched a movie that really tickled your fancy?
Hello, everyone. Hello, Alan. Hi, Raimundo. I really like to watch both movies. Are in my list, but here in the city that I am living, the tickets are sold out, so I need to wait some time.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't watch Oppenheimer or Barbie, but maybe I'm gonna watch both. You know,
Yay!
I have 2 girls, and I need to watch Barbie. And
there you go. Yeah. Marcelo, you too. You have a little daughter at home, don't you?
Yeah, I have a little daughter, but my daughter is a baby. She's 2 years.
Yeah, you'll have to wait for her for a little bit.
She needs to wait to watch Barbie.
Yeah, she has to wait. I took my husband to Barbie last night, and we loved it. Loved Barbie. But I really liked one of my favorite movies this year that I watched was Puss in Boots. Have you guys seen that movie?
Yes, I saw.
I forget what does it translate into Portuguese?
Gato de Botas. Gato de Botas.
Yeah, and I loved that movie. I thought that was so fun.
The new one, right?
It is very fun.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Didn't watch.
Awesome. Okay, well, if people want to put in the chat their favorite movies or where they're located, that'd be awesome. I'm pretty sure we're live streaming on YouTube and on LinkedIn. So go ahead and put in the comments on those platforms as well. I would love to hear it. Or your favorite movies. I can't really see any comments that are not on my stream, but I will ask my coworkers who are at work watching those live streams over there. Looks like Guilherme's from Curitiba. Welcome to the chat. Love to see it. I am located in San Diego, California. Marcelo and Raimundo, where are you guys?
I am located in São Paulo, Brazil.
I'm located in Brasilia, capital of Brazil.
Yeah, the capital. I have been to São Paulo, but I haven't been to Brasilia. That is definitely on my list of places to go. Hello, Gabriela from São Paulo. Love to have you guys here. We are going to start in the next 30 seconds. Hello, Thomas from Manaus. That is way cool. I've never been there. Have you guys been to Manaus? That is definitely a bucket list location for me.
Not yet, but I intend to visit there.
I had the opportunity to travel to Manaus a long time ago. It's an amazing city, amazing place to meet.
So cool. So cool. Hello from Florianopolis, the Magic Island. I didn't know it was called that. I knew it was an island, but I didn't know it was called the Magic Island. Is there a reason for that it's called the Magic Island?
I believe it's a magic island because there is amazing beaches. It's a beautiful place to stay in the summer, especially in the summer.
Yeah, for sure. That makes sense.
I visited Florianopolis once, and I stayed at a magic place, you know, a new, I don't know, I don't remember the beach where we were, but where a magic place, place to be. And yeah,
Well,
I think because of that, people call Florianopolis as a magic island.
that's awesome. Well, one day I'll get to that magic island. Well, welcome everyone. We're super happy to have you guys. Welcome from all over the world. We are going to go ahead and get started. So good afternoon and welcome to our webinar. Let me just add it. Perfect. Our webinar is on hyperautomation in end-to-end financial processes. I'm Anand Parmley, and I'm delighted to have everyone here today. Over the next hour, we'll delve into the world of hyperautomation and explore its transformative impact on financial processes. Both Marcelo and Raimundo will present a demo using Camunda. Demo number 1 will be about onboarding and KYC, and the second demo is on how to use Camunda to automate your workflow for document recognition with OCR and AI. Very excited to learn more about that. We will have a formal Q&A at the end, but please feel free to use the chat throughout the presentation. Any questions, comments, we will definitely hit them at the end. Perfect. So before we dive into hyperautomation, let me introduce to you our company, NT Consult. We are a US headquartered nearshore software development firm with over 20 years of experience across North and South America. Our expertise lies in high complexity and high compliance environments, earning us the trust of esteemed leaders in industries such as insurance, banking, healthcare, and many more. Our team members are well-versed in cutting-edge technologies, as well as older, harder-to-find skill sets, ensuring we meet your unique business needs. At NT Consult, we offer 2 primary services to empower your digital transformation journey, including managed squads and staff augmentation. With managed squads, we eliminate bottleneck by providing end-to-end teams that accelerate development and go-to-markets. Our technical expertise aligns perfectly with your project requirements, allowing us to deliver the best digital solutions and create new revenue sources while ensuring customer satisfaction. On the other hand, our staff augmentation services offer cost-effective talent acquisition, giving you access to skilled experts on a temporary basis, thus reducing hiring costs and ensuring scalability and flexibility for fluctuating needs. One of NT Consult's key differentiators is our commitment to process orchestration, which we prioritized for the last 16 years. The expertise has led us to form a strategic partnership with the renowned Camunda platform, which we will be talking about today. Camunda is one of the most promising and highly regarded platforms for process orchestration in the industry today. And as a result of our collaboration, NT Consult proudly achieved the Platinum Partner Camunda Seal in North and South America in 2021, making us the Partner of the Year for the last 2 consecutive years. We are also the first Latin American-based company to become the platform's official reseller. So we will be talking more about Camunda in our demos today. Our first speaker is Raimundo Jr., who is the head of our digital transformation at NT Consult. He has trained thousands of people on BPM and process automation and has been working in the technology industry for over 20 years. So I will let you take it away. Go ahead, Raimundo.
Okay, thank you, Alan. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I'm glad to be here. Let's move forward. Here's our agenda. I'm going to talk to you very quickly about current needs of an organization, complexity of financial process, that is our main point here for this webinar. After that, I'm going to talk about hyperautomation, and I'm going to present my demo. I'm going to present a demo based on an onboarding process plus KYC, and I'm going to show you this process automated and orchestrated will be very quick demo, but very valuable demo for you guys. And okay, let's start. Okay, talking about current needs of organization, we can see that our clients and most of organizations want to provide better customer experiences. And they want to provide for their organization, of course, a faster time to value. And this second need is related to the ROI, return over investment of organization, and they want to get this return over investment quickly, and this the current need, the second current need of an organization. The third one is the increased ability to react to change. And this ability is organizations are seeking this ability because they want to be able to react to change quickly and provide to their businesses more flexibility. And of course, this can provide to them more flexibility in their business and can provide the a good a good business model to implement on their business. The fourth one is the increase in operational efficiency. This subject, operational efficiency, of course, is constantly seeking by those organizations, and organizations is discussing about operational efficiency and is their one of their current needs. Okay, moving forward. Here is just an example of financial processes. We here at NT Consult, we are facing we are working actually in many processes, in many projects, and those projects are projects related to key process, I would say, for financial processes, financial companies. Those processes are payment processes, trading processes, loan agreement processes, KYC, background check, customer onboarding, case management, and many other processes. These processes, they are processes that need to be improved and need to be, I would say, accelerated digitally, and they are doing this based on this complexity of financial processes. Of course, each kind of organization have its own focus on digital transformation, and they can start implementing this digital transformation in any kind of process inside their organizations. Okay, just to get everyone here on the same page, I'm going to talk a little bit about hyperautomation. This is a definition stated by Gartner that says that hyperautomation is a business-driven, disciplined approach that organizations use to rapidly identify, vet, and automate as many business and IT processes as possible. And hyperautomation involves the orchestrated use of multiple technologies, tools, or platforms such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, event-driven software architecture, robotic process automation, RPA, business process automation and orchestration, process mining, integration platform as a service, iPaaS, and low-code, no-code tools and packaged software. Why I am why I am showing this definition here is just to show you that this definition, Gartner's definition, and the wave of hyperautomation is something real and is happening right now inside our organizations around the world. And that being said, I want to talk about this report This is a report that says that 92% of decision makers agree that process automation is the key resource to digital transformation, but it's also the challenge. Most organizations have more than 5 endpoints needed for automation. And these endpoints is, this is, here we have some examples of those endpoints. We can have human workflows, integrations with artificial intelligence tools, business rules, microservices, RPA, robotic process automation, integration with APIs, IoT, legacy systems, and all of those endpoints here, they start to turn our process automation more complex. And that being said, I can show you that here at NT Consult, we overcome this challenge about process automation and digital transformation with our hyperautomation tech stack. Normally, we implement hyperautomation in our clients with this tech stack that is defined by 4 phases: the discovery phase, where we implement process mine; the design phase, where we implement process modeling; the automation phase, where we implement process orchestration and process automation, integrating all of those endpoints that I mentioned before. And in the end, we have this improvement phase where we implement the business intelligent strategy. Okay, and based on this hyperautomation tech stack, we believe here at NT Consult that the key point for hyperautomation is the process orchestration. Okay, I'm going to show you a quick demo right now regarding regarding an onboarding process. Actually, of course, we can have multiple onboarding process depending on our product or service offering, but I'm going to show you an example of an onboarding process plus KYC automated at Camunda platform SaaS. I'm going to share my screen very quickly. 1 second. Okay. Okay. Please, can you confirm if you can see my screen in the chat, please? Can you see? 1 second. I think you can see my screen. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Just to introduce you, this is our NT-Bank platform, and I'm going to show you guys a demo based on this process here, okay? Just to show you that we can integrate multiple endpoints in a single platform. I'm going to show you this platform that is our Camunda SaaS platform, where I have this process implemented, automated, modeled, implemented, and automated, of course, and integrated with our front end. And based on this front end, I'm gonna request a credit card. So this scenario, this process scenario, is based on a credit card request where I can apply my KYC rule here, and after that, I can discover if my customer is a no risk customer, an intermediate risk customer, or an high risk customer. And of course, depending on of this, depending on of the path that we're gonna take here, I can have this integration being executed inside my process. And of course, you can see that I don't have only integrations and automations here. I have a very defined orchestration here regarding my onboarding process, okay? And okay, depending on my result of this KYC integration here, KYC rule, I can have this no risk path being triggered. And after that, I can add this new customer to my whitelist platform. After that, I can create another web form to my team for my analysts, where this analyst can analyze this onboarding and say if this client can be onboarded or not. If I take this intermediate risk, of course, I can define this intermediate process, this embedded process where I can request more info and docs and to my client. And after that, I have this web form here where my analysts, I would say these credit score analysts, I would say they can, this team actually can analyze this intermediate risk request and say if the documentation is approved, if the information that was provided by this customer is approved, and after that I can confirm this onboarding or not based on the information documentation that I received in this step here. Of course, if I take this high risk inside my process, I'm gonna add this client to our blacklist platform, and after that, I can decline this onboarding, this credit card request, and send a notification that that the request was declined, and or I can send the notification saying to my client that his request was approved. Okay, this is our scenario here. I'm gonna trigger a request here. I'm gonna trigger this button, start now. Of course, I have this very simple web form. There is a simple implementation of a front-end application. And here I'm trying to show you that we can apply any kind of front-end implementation and integrate that with our process orchestration platform, okay? That is our platform, our Camunda SaaS platform here. I'm going to explain a little bit more about Camunda SaaS platform. And triggering this, selecting the country, card type, putting full name here. I can provide some kind of ID here, and based on this ID, I can implement my KYC process. And I'm gonna put my email and apply to a new credit card. And I'm gonna show you here our platform inside our Camunda SaaS platform. That is our main platform for process automation, process orchestration. We have our modular application where I can model my processes, where I can automate my processes, where I can orchestrate my processes, okay? I have here my operate application where I can see all executions for my processes. Of course, I don't have any kind of request here for my credit card process because I didn't start an instance yet. I'm gonna start this. I have the modeler, I have the operate, I have the task list. All of these research are embedded inside this Camunda SaaS platform. Based on our task list solution, here I can check all screens related to my back office team. Okay, here I can have my team working on the confirm docs info received and working on the confirm onboarding, confirm customer onboarding screen. These two tests here are related to a web form where we can evaluate the information and take a decision. And all the decision we're going to take are based on this Camunda task list for our back office team. Okay, that being said, let me start a new instance. Okay, our new instance credit card was requested. We can see here that we already have a new credit card request process instance that was triggered. I can check that instance, I can detail that instance, and voila, I can check where my process instance is waiting for any kind of action. And at this point, we are waiting this confirm customer onboarding action to be taken because my client, my customer, actually, this Raimundo L customer with this ID passed through this KYC task, and its path was the no risk path, and we added him to the whitelist. And after that, we have this confirm customer onboarding screen created, and we can see that screen right here on our task list. Okay, claiming this task, I can check all the information that I send via this front end. I can check that all information is here. His name is Raimundo L. He's from USA. This is his driver's license or tax ID number or SSN number. Here is his email. I can check here the card type selected, and of course I can receive all the docs info regarding the analysis based on our middle process here. This is not the case for this instance. And if I check that the risk is low, I can automatically approve this customer. Of course, I could implement something more automatic here, but I wanted to show you that we can implement something based on back office analysis, or we can implement something more automatic at this step. Okay. After that, I can check that my this customer is approved for this credit card request. I can complete the task. After that, I have my instance being finished and a notification being sent to my customer. And of course, I can receive this notification here. I just received this notification saying that my credit card request was approved. Okay, this is one scenario where I can request a credit card. Of course, I can implement this kind of onboarding flow for any kind of product or service. As I mentioned before on our process examples, I'm going to show you another example here. I'm going to select another country, card type. Now I have the Raimundo. Why I have this ID number here, and I will keep my email here just to see the notifications coming on. Okay, I'm gonna apply here. I have now another instance being created inside our Camunda platform, Camunda SaaS platform. There you go. We have here another instance created. I can show you that we have all the information that we sent here inside our Camunda Operate. Camunda Operate is a tool inside our Camunda SaaS where we can check all process variables, all processes definitions, and we can work in a more operational way. Okay, I can check here that I have the American Express card type selected. This client, this customer is from Brazil. Here's his email, and I have his name here, and I can check the driver's license. And I have here the risk for this specific customer. I have the intermediate risk. You can see that now we took another path. We took the intermediate risk path. We are here on confirm docs info received task. I can check on our task list application, of course, inside our Camunda SaaS platform. I can detail that. I can claim that task. I can check all the information based on the customer's request, and I can approve or not this request. I'm not going to approve, and I'm going to complete this task, and we can see that our task, our instance, we're going to finish here, we're going to finish here, okay, and we can see another task here, that is our confirm customer onboarding. That is our last task related to our web forms. We can check that we are right here, confirm customer onboarding. I can check the risk, that is intermediate. I can see the docs info analysis as well. I could have here all the documentation that we could request to this customer in the beginning of the process. And I can approve this credit card request or not. I'm not going to approve right now. I'm going to complete this task, and we have now our process instance being finished. We're going to see that, and we already have our process instance finished, and we send this notification, this automatic notification, and we can check on our email. We received the first notification regarding the documentation, test return, and passport. And after that, right now, we received another notification, that is this one, that your credit card request was declined. Okay, that is another situation. And of course, we have the last path where we can implement, we can start another process instance with another client, with another customer with this ID, that his name is Raimundo H, and I'm gonna send this to our process, and we're gonna have our instance being analyzed via our automated process. We're gonna check that we have another instance here, a new instance, and we have a new customer requesting our credit card, and we can see that his risk is high, and here is his driver's license, his name, and everything else that we need to check to analyze that request. And we can check this inside our task list, claim it. After that, we can approve or not this customer. Of course, with this high risk here, I'm not gonna approve this request, and I'm gonna complete this task. And we're gonna finish this instance as well. After that, we're gonna see this happening right now. Yes, we can see that we finished this. Okay, we don't see any task here, and we can check that we received another notification saying that your credit card request was declined. And this is just an example of what process orchestration, process automation can do for your processes, for your businesses. And that's it. That's my demo. Thank you for being here. Owen is with you.
Yeah, thanks so much, Raimundo. I definitely learned a lot, something new. I don't have a lot of experience in onboarding KYC, but thanks for explaining it to us. That was really interesting.
Thank
Um,
you.
I'm going to go ahead and add this to the stream for our next demo. Our next demo will be led by Marcelo Leopoldino. Marcelo is our business process management consultant. He has over 15 years of experience in the BPM world and has done software development and consulting for many industries. And he is skilled in BPMN, DMN, and UML notations, Java, and many other programming languages. I will let you take it away now.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to my presentation. I will talk about how to use Camunda to automate your workflow for document recognition using OCR and AI. It's a pleasure to be here. Uh, let's talk a little about the scenario that we have in this demo. Basically, we have two types of documents. I have contracts and forms, and this document is used in the process, and we need to capture information from both. For it, I am using a decision table, a decision model notation to automate some business rules. And these business rules will identify the type of document and will generate some standard queries that I will use inside Camunda to orchestrate the OCR and the AI. Let me share my screen and I can explain in more details what we are doing. Okay, I hope that everyone is seeing my screen. This is the Camunda cockpit. I'm using Camunda 7. It's a different version that Raimund present to us. However, it's a powerful tool and the concepts applied by Raimund can be applied here in Camunda 7. Basically, we have here two BPMNs. This is the first one, the main process. And I have some tasks here. The first task is a upload process. Is a service task when we are doing the upload of the contract or the other types of documents. After that, I have a business rule. That's the month when I run this DMN, and this DMN basically contains the type of the document, or the document is a contract, or the document is a form. And these documents are these two documents here. I'm so sorry about the language of these documents. It is in Portuguese. I don't have an example in English, but the important is this document contain information about the contract, about this is a rent contract. So I have here IDs, names, some information about the rent, and I have other document here. It's a form, and this form contain other information that is necessary to use in the process. For example, some tax that we need to apply. And basically, we are running OCR in both documents to extract these values. Returning to the workflow. So the first decision table that I am running will identify the type of the document, if it's the contract or is the form. And I have some questions, and that questions is important because I am using these questions to identify the information inside the documents. In this demo, we are using an OCR tool provided by Amazon. This tool is called Amazon Text Extract, and it's a powerful OCR. But what I really like of this tool is I have an API. The Amazon Text Extract provides us an API and a standard development kit to integrate these features with an external application. In our case, in this workflow. But other positive aspect is the text React allow us to ask questions for the document, like human questions. I don't need to train a machine learning network to recognize the document. I just need to do some questions. For example, in the first rule, I'm trying to identify the number of the contract on the SEC system. There is other rule here when I try to find the zip code inside the section 2.1 of the document. I'm trying to find the amount value in numeric format for the rent. Basically, I am doing some questions, and when I run these business rules in this process, in this task, I will create a list of questions, standard questions. And in the next task, I have a user task. Basically here, I have a form. And inside this form, I will check all standard queries loaded in the previous task, and I can add more questions or remove questions. When I complete this task, I will call a subprocess, and the subprocess is this other diagram here. When I start this process, the first task is the upload of the document. So I will upload the contract or the form, and then I will submit this document to the OCR tool. After this process, I will execute the OCR, and in this moment, I am using the AI to extract the information with more consistency. Uh, if I have some issue in that process, I have an error event in this task, and this error event will submit the instance to another user task. And here I can check what happened in the extraction, in the OCR extraction. If I have something wrong, that's the moment when I can fix it. And this task have an important decision to take. I can fix the information and proceed to the rest of the workflow, or I can discard this document and finish the process in that moment. If I accept the information of, or if nothing's wrong here, the token will follow to the next task. And in that moment, I'm applying some business rule to formalize the document. Basically, in this task, I'm validating the date of the contract. I'm checking if the date is okay, is in the period expected, or I'm validating some IGs if the IG is in the format expected, because I need to validate if the IG is valid or not. If I have some issues here, again, I have another error event, and I will throw the token to another user task to approve or reprove. If I don't have any problem in the formalization task, I will generate a report. In this case, I'm exporting the content extracted using the OCR to a file, a CSV file, a file that contains all information that I extracted here. Other important information that I need to share before execute this demo is in the extraction of the information, I defined a business rule to apply if the quality of the information isn't good. For example, if I'm trying to extract the ID of the contract, the contract number, and the OCR don't extract with a very good quality, I will send this information to the manual extraction. If this extraction is above 70%, that's okay. I can go ahead and follow with the process. So to start this test, basically, I have all these diagrams deployed here in the process definition. This is the first one, and this is the main process, as I said. And to restart the demo, I need to show these folders here. I have one backlog folders, and this folder contains the contract, and the other folder contain a form, the same documents that I showed uh, in my browser. And I have these three other folders. I have one for to do, another for doing, and one other for done. That means that I need to copy the folder that contain the contracts for the to do folder. And when I do it, Camunda is listening this directory in my laptop. And Camunda moved the content of this folder to doing. That means if I refresh my cockpit view, I have one instance. This instance passed by the upload process, validate the business rules, and the token is stopped here in the first user task. If I enter inside the instance, I can see the variables created during this process. The first one is the file that I submit inside the process, and the second one is a list of standard queries. If I open this, you will see an object that contains all questions that I'm doing for the document when I submit it to the OCR and AI tool. Let me change to other view or other Camunda view. I have another tool called task list, and the task list is the UI responsible to show to us all tasks that the user have to execute. In this case, if I refresh my task list, I have one task here. And inside this task, I have one form. Let me claim this task to my user. And when I claim this task, I can see the queries that I will do to the document. So I have here 13 queries, 13 searches that I need to do in the documents. Something cool that I can show here is Camunda record all updates that I do in the document. So I get this task to my user. If I return this task to the queue, Camunda will log again. If I claim the task again, I will have an update. I can see in the diagram where is this instance. And if I have any documentation, I will have here in the description tab. Return to the folder. I have here the contract, all questions, and if I want to add anything, I just need to add the query. If I don't want to keep this question here, I can remove. And when I complete this task, if I return to the cockpit and update the page, you will see that the token moved from the create query to the sub process. If I open the sub process, the token passed by the upload process. The Camunda send the document for OCR, and right now Camunda call the API provided by Amazon, the extract tool, and we are extracting the information from the document. If everything is okay, the token will follow to the formalized process. If something is wrong, the token will generate another user task. Let me refresh this page. Okay, Camunda finish the orchestration in the OCR service, complete the task, and something is wrong. Let's see what's happened here. I will return to the task list view again, refresh the UI, and I have the extract that manually task here. When I open the form, I can see that Camunda extracts a lot of information using the OCR. However, I have the contract, the number of the contract, the 92, the second query, and the name of and the CPF, the ID of the witness is information that is not good enough for the process. Let me check in the document if the information is okay. So the number of contract is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 0, 0. It's exactly the same information that I have here. The other information that fail is the CPF, the ID of the witness, 785, blah, blah, blah. Returning to the document, I know this information is in page 8. Camunda show to me is the number of the page. Let me go to the page number 8. And here is the CPF of the witness, 78756966713. Returning to the task list, I can see the information is correct. Of course, Camunda and the OCR to extract the information. However, for any problem that I can explain, probably the quality of the documents or some noise during the extraction, the accuracy of the extraction is not good, isn't good enough. So Camunda generates the user task, and in that moment I can discard the doc, or I can confirm that the information is okay. Returning to the diagram, if I discard, the instance will finish here, but if I confirm, the instance will move to the formalized task, and then in the end of the process, if everything is okay, we will export the results to the report. In this case, I want to confirm everything is okay, the information is good. The only problem is the accuracy level. So let me complete the task and return here to the cockpit and reload the page. I can see the instance finish the execution. Let me check in the history. The history will show to me the path that the instance follow. Another cool tool that I have in this version is the heat map. The heat map show to me when I have a bottleneck or the most common way that the instance follow until the end of the instance. And as expected, in the end of the process, I have a report. So if everything is okay, the content was here in the doing page is moved to done. And in the done folder, I have the contract. The contract is moved to here. And I have other information, the report, and the report contain all information that I extract automatically. Let me run again this POC, but right now I want to submit the form. Let me copy this folder. I will move this to do folder. Camunda will listen, and we'll move to doing. Returning to doing, in the first process, the main process, the instance is stopped here in the query, the create query task. If I move to the task list and refresh my UI, I will have another task here. And now I can see a different number of the questions because the type of the document that I submit is a form. And again, I can add or I can remove. Let me complete this task and return to the cockpit to update the execution. Let me enter inside this sub-process again. And in the sub-process, we are stopped again in the collect document data. So that means that we are running the OCR and the AI service from Amazon. Let me reload the page. Okay, it's running. Let's waiting. Reload again. Okay, again, the OCR extracted the information, but something is wrong. Let me check in the checklist. And if I enter in the task, and I assign this task to my user, I can see that something is missing here. Okay, the name of the city, the number, the telephone number is missing, and some other informations have the accuracy level under 70%. That means that something's wrong in this extraction, and the OCR failed to get the name of the city and the telephone number. In this scenario, if I approve the information, if I fill the missing informations, or if I complete it, we return to the formalized task and the report, the extraction, the report results here. But in this case, I will discard just to update our heat map. So let me return to the form and discard this task. When I complete it, if I reload the page, the instance finish in this end. And if I update my history view, I can see one instance follow until this path, until this approvement document, and the other instance follow until the discard document. If I update my heat map, there is a small modification. So in the first execution, we pass here and go until the end. In the second execution, we pass here and we finish here. So probably the manual extraction is my bottleneck. And if I improve the quality of my OCR, if I create better questions, probably this bottleneck will be solved. And let me run again the demo just to show what's happened when the quality of the OCR is better. Let me copy again the contract to the to-do folder. Oops. Control C, Control V. Let me copy the contract. Because I submit the contract and the form, right now I will have two instances here in the file process management. One is for the contract, another is for the form. In the task list, I will have two instances. I really want to get this one for the contract. And because I run this POC a lot of time, I know that the number of the contract is one field that contain problems in the extraction, and the other field that contain problems is the CPF, the ID of the witness. Let me remove the number of the contract, and let me remove the ID of the witness. When I complete this task, again, if I return here, the token move to the sub-process, and if I go to the second sub-process, again, the token is stopped in the integration between Camunda and Amazon to extract. It's running the AI and the OCR, and I expect that after extracting all information, the instance follow automatically until the end, because there is no issues during the extraction. Let me reload again. Okay, we are waiting the API return the information for us. Let's wait one few seconds more. Okay. Because we are using a dev environment, sometimes I need to wait a time to submit another instance, but probably nothing wrong has happened. Yes, as expected, the instance follow automatically until the formalized task and export results. Let me check the history view. And okay, now we have three instances that start the process, two followed by this path, and one followed directly by here. And if I update the heat map again, a small change happened because the bottleneck isn't anymore here, because the OCR improved the quality, and we are doing the workflow automatically. With that, I can finish my presentation. This is everything that I can show right now using this POC. Owen?
Thanks so much, Marcelo. That was also super interesting. It's super cool how big a tool Camunda is and how like powerful it is. And that was great seeing Mundo and you, Marcelo, do something with Camunda in such different ways. I did see that we have a question in the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and show it. Oh, how cool. So it says, what steps can organizations take to prepare for the adoption of hyperautomation in their financial processes? Also, if you guys have questions, please put them in the chat. We would love to talk to you and finish up with our Q&A. So Marcelo, Raimundo, do you have any thoughts about this?
I can take that. Marcelo explained a lot to us right now.
Yeah, give him a break. Let him drink some water.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is not a easy answer, of course. I think each organization has its own environment, its own challenges, its own tech stack, I would say. In short words, I would say that some kind of assessment needs to be done on these business needs and analyze if we need to implement, if we have to implement one or two or three tools or technology strategies to achieve the best way to start with the hyperautomation. And based on those tools, we can, of course, prioritize the correct initiatives to start the hyperautomation strategy with the tech stack in place, and it's something like that because we need to do a assessment to understand the organization environment and to understand the moment of that organization. But short words is that I have right now.
Super awesome. Marcelo, do you have anything to add?
When I think about the steps to prepare for adoption of hyperautomation, probably the first step that came to my mind is the assessment. Do you need to evaluate if there is an existent process to identify suitable candidates for automation and determine the potential benefits that you will have with the hyperautomation? This is, I think, is the most important step.
Another point, I don't know if you agree, Marcelo, but another point is to analyze that actually is to analyze which processes can bring more value to my organization at this moment, and True. Start with those processes. And that's another point.
Very true. Well, thank you. We would love to have more questions in the chat. Oh, look, perfect. Thanks, Raquel. She says, how does hyperautomation contribute to error reduction in financial operations?
Hyperautomation could contribute to reduction errors and enhanced scalability in financial operations. Reducing the number of repetitive tasks, reducing the risk of human errors. I believe this is the most important contribution that we can have.
Human error.
And to add something here, as we discussed mainly in Marcelo's demo, we can implement technologies such as artificial intelligence, RPA, robotic process automation, to execute tasks that we know that we don't need to put a human to finish that task, and that we can improve our process, improve our process orchestration, process integration. And with that, we can have this error reduction, and we can improve our processes and our product and services offerings.
Cool. Oh, perfect. Another question. Thank you. What is the difference about regular automation and hyperautomation? That's a great question. It's super interesting. I would love to know too.
From my side, from my
Go
side,
ahead.
would you like to start, Marcelo?
No, go ahead, Raymond. Go ahead.
Okay. There isn't a simple definition regarding regular automation and hyperautomation, but what we have seen in the last years is that with the new technologies such as artificial intelligence, RPA, IoT, and another technologies and APIs, endpoints, I would say, we have a more powerful automation available for our processes. And with that, we can understand that this is the meaning of hyperautomation, is to have more powerful tools to apply at the right time, at the right processes, and bringing more results to our organization. It's something like that. It's not how can I say that? It's not a simple concept, but the difference is something like that.
As Raymond said, it's not so simple to define the difference, but you can think the scope of regular automation or hyperautomation is different because you can have a lot of integrations, or you can use RPAs, or you can have cognitive abilities using AI. That will depend of the process that you are you think to automate it. That will depend the level of autonomy that your process will have. But as Raymond said, probably the scope will determine if you need to apply a regular automation or a hyper automation.
Cool. Mateus, who already works at NT. Well, that's super awesome. Glad to have you. He asked, one is software and the other is processes?
I don't think so. Just trying to explain a little bit more, Mateus. When we see we are discussing right now hyperautomation and of course process orchestration, and when we see an environment that we can apply hyperautomation together, process orchestration, we can have not only processes being automated, but we can have processes, softwares, legacy systems, different endpoints, APIs, external APIs, and when we see this possibility, we can say that, when we see this possibility and when we implement something that can bring value to our organization, we can say that we are implementing hyperautomation inside our organization, inside our processes, but not only in processes or not only with a single software or a single set of softwares. That's it.
When we are talking about hyperautomation, I believe that you need to realize that you are talking about the entire business architecture of the company. It's not only one process, it's not only one software that you are implementing. You are modifying and you are updating the entire architecture of your company.
Gotcha. Thank you for the question, Mateus. Perfect. We have gone a little bit over our time, but we really appreciate Marcelo and Raimundo to discuss their expertise with us. If we have any more questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. But other than that, thank you so much for being here. We will email all of you with a link to the recording. And I believe Hymundo has a free demo that it will also be linked. And it's also in the chat. In this comment right here, you can go to that link for the template Hymundo used for his onboarding process.
These are this is the link where our folks here can download the process models that I used on my onboarding, and I think our team is sending another link here.
Perfect. This is the link for the free course. Super awesome that Hymundo gave it to us. We're super excited. Please let us know if you have any questions about that. You can, I believe my information as well as Hymundo and Marcelo's will be on that email. So please feel free to contact us. And if you have any more questions, put them in the chat. We'll wait here for a bit, but thank you. Thank you so much for spending an hour and 11 minutes with us. And we look forward to our next webinar, hopefully about something else Hymundo like, so we learn more about it. Hymundo, Marcelo, do you have any last thoughts?
Thank you, everyone. Thanks to be here. Thanks a lot.
I would like to thank everyone for watching our presentation, for the questions, for our time, and all details about this demo. You just need to talk with us, or we are here to help them.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. We are going to end broadcast, but please watch out for our email. And like I said, feel free to contact us. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day and week.
Thank you. See you.
Bye, guys. See you.